What's up everyone, I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATV coming at you with the Alpha Helmet from Suomy. So today we're going to take a closer look at the Alpha Helmet coming from Suomy. Now Suomy is an Italian company and actually got their start back in 1997. So the MX Jump, the previous version of the Alpha, was very popular, did extremely well, but they made a few updates. They updated the shell to make it stronger, more resistant to impact, and they also improved the venting, and we now have the Alpha. So we're gonna run through, talk about all the details, what makes this helmet so unique, and I will say that right off the bat, the biggest standout feature about this helmet is the weight. You know, Suomy's been known for making extremely lightweight, very comfortable helmets, and the Alpha comes in just at 3 pounds in a size medium. So it is a very lightweight helmet, and we'll talk more about that and how they make it so lightweight here in just a second. But before we dive into it, let's talk about fitment real quick. So I've worn this helmet, several riders here at Rocky Mountain have. It's gonna fit true to size, but remember, use the sizing guide on our website. And as always, guys, we have our fit guarantee. So if you ever get a helmet or any apparel item, if you're not happy with the fitment, just send it back to us in a brand new unworn condition, and we will give you free shipping on your first exchange. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Suomy, definitely known for having some of the lightest helmets that are on the market. So I went down, I weighed this helmet myself, but like I said earlier, size medium comes in right at 3 pounds, so it is a very lightweight helmet. So if that's what you're looking for, I'd definitely put one of these at the top of the list. Now, the way they make it so lightweight is in the construction of the shell. So they use a carbon fiber mix along with their Tricarboco shell construction. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But that's what Suomy uses, and that's what keeps the helmet so lightweight. But what I like with the Alpha that they updated from that MX Jump is they've made it stronger and more resistant to impact. So great safety feature there. Now when it comes to venting with the helmet, they've also updated that as well. So you're gonna have multiple vents up here along the eye port, up here along your brow. You're gonna have some on the chin bar, but then you're gonna have a couple underneath the visor. It's hard to see them under the visor, but if I flip it over, you can see on the top. They call it their ram air intakes. You can see you have these big mesh panels. You have 4 up here on the top of the helmet, and I'll show you the EPS liner on the inside here in just a few minutes, but they have big channels, big cutouts to allow that air to go through the helmet and then be pushed out through the back. And if we look at the back here, down along the bottom of the neck roll, you're gonna have those exhaust vents, so it's gonna take that hot air, pass it through those channels in the EPS liner, and then expel it out the back. So really cool venting design from Suomy there. Now the last thing that I will show you before we dive into the inside is gonna be the visor. So the visor is adjustable. So you can move it up or down, and it's gonna be held on, you can see, using these 4 plastic screws up here on the top. Now, if you dive to the inside, a couple cool features that I wanna highlight. The first thing you're gonna notice, you have these bright orange tabs on both the cheek pads. Big safety feature here, that's emergency cheek pad removal system. So what you can do is if you had an injured rider, you need to get the cheek pads out so you can get the helmet off safely, you take these tabs, and I will show you, just give it a pull, and it pops right out. Now with the liner system, they actually use their Cool Max fabric liner, so very comfortable. It's moisture wicking, antimicrobial, and as you can see, everything is gonna be removable, and you can throw it in the washer if you need to. I have worn this helmet, and I will say, I am a big fan. It is one of the more comfortable liners that I have personally worn. So I'll take the rest of these out. We'll show you the rest of the inside here. Here's your 2 cheek pads. Inner liner, it's got a couple snaps in the back, and it pops out here in the front. So there's your comfort liner there. Now there in the inside, that's what I want to show you. That's the big feature here, is in that EPS liner, you can see those big channels or those big cutouts. So that goes back to that venting we talked about earlier. Those channels are going to allow that air to pass through the head, take that heat away, and then disperse it out through the back. So cool venting design, and you can see, man, just a lot of cutouts. Really nice helmet, nice design when it comes to the venting aspect. Now the one thing I do want to point out, you can see right here on the back, I forgot to mention this earlier, this helmet is going to be DOT and ECE approved. And so there it is. That is the Alpha helmet coming from Suomy. Very comfortable liner, great venting design, but the big takeaway feature here is just how lightweight this helmet is. So if that's what you're after, I'm telling you, put this helmet at the top of your list. To pick one up, you can click on the link or head up to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com. A lot of cool colorways to choose from. These are gonna ship for free, and if you have questions, you can comment below, or you can ask your questions directly on the product page and get answers from customers who have actually bought this helmet. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.